This is Ben from Testive, and we're looking at a functions problem. For all numbers x, the function f is defined by f of x equals x plus 5 times x plus 3. Which of the following has a negative value? And we're given a bunch of options for f of something. Now remember, when you have a function, you plug this number that's inside the parentheses in for the value that's here. Okay, so that means that in each of these cases, we're just substituting this number in for x. In a problem like this, or in any problem, really, it's a good thing to make sure that you understand what conditions would need to be true in order for your problem in order for the answer to satisfy what you're looking for. So what I mean here, better to explain that, which of the following has a negative value? What I mean is we need to think about, well, what would need to be true for this to be true, for it to have a negative value? Well, one of these things is going to need to be negative. X plus 5 is going to need to be negative, or x plus 3 is going to need to be negative in order for the whole thing to be negative. So that means we can rule out right away f of negative 5 and f of negative 3. Why? Because if we put negative 5 in here, this will end up being 0, and the whole thing will be 0. Similarly, if we put negative 3 in here, no matter what the other term turns out to be, this will be 0, and the whole thing will be 0. So that leaves f of negative 6 or f of negative 4. Now we can just plug them in. If we put negative 4 in, we'll get negative 4 plus 5. Negative 4 plus 5 times negative 4 plus 3. That is 1. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1 times negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. And that gives us negative 1. Okay, so that could be it. Let's make sure that the other one doesn't work. Probably is it, but negative 6. So that would be negative 6 plus 5 times negative 6 plus 3. I see why this isn't going to work, because we're going to get negative 1 times negative 3, and that'll end up being positive. So we just needed one value to be negative, not both. So f of negative 4 is our correct answer.